Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to install the GROM kit for your G37. Mine is a base model 2010 G37 Sedan. The kit that I ended up buying was a SAT emulation one, and I'll probably have a link for it down below. It'll come with 3 pamphlets of instructions. It'll already installed it, so mine has nothing in it, but it'll come with the harness. In this little bag you'll get the little module as well as a blue tap, and I'm going to show you how to install it. So you're also going to want to make sure that you have some plastic pry tools, Phillips of some kind. I have these 1/4 inch Phillips, or you can have a screwdriver that has Phillips, and then obviously I'm going to have a ratchet to remove it. First piece you want to remove is this piece right here. This piece right here, just with a plastic pry tool. Let me try to see. Kind of go out one side and then go down the middle. I've already done this before, so it's not too hard for me. But yeah, go easy. Just put it somewhere where it won't get scratched up. I'll just put it in the glove box. And then the next piece you're going to want to take off is this head unit. Well, that's not the head unit, but the AC control panel. You want to take off these 2 screws right here, these 2 black ones. Take those off. Once you remove those 2 screws, you can just pull this off really easily. Don't pull it all the way out though, because you'll have 4 connectors. You'll have 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one will be inside. All pretty easy to take out except for this one. This one's kind of a struggle. You just have to press down really hard on it and pull out at the same time. Once you remove that piece right there, you'll have 2 more screws, one on this side and then one on that side. You'll just want to remove this whole piece. Okay, now that we have that piece off, it's really easy. Just those 2 screws, you just pull it out. It'll come out really easily. You'll have these 2 screws right here. This will be the bracket for your monitor or your screen, your car screen. As you can see here, this is where I have my ground for the BT3, and right there is where I actually routed the BT3. I just have it loose in there, just because I didn't really want to spend too much time mounting it somewhere. Okay, after you remove your screen, it'll only have 1 connector connecting to it. I just put mine up there because I don't want to ruin the screen itself, but you see it only has 1 connector. Super easy to pull off. Once you do that, once you pull off the screen, you'll want to loosen those 2 screws down there. That is what holds in the bracket for the stereo unit. So this is your stereo right here, and this will be your HVAC module. So once you take those 2 out, you'll be able to pull this out far enough to disconnect all the connectors. Also, I forgot to mention, make sure you have like a rag or a towel or something. That way you can put it over your plastic and your trim. That way when you pull out the bracket for the stereo, or when you pull out your stereo, it doesn't end up scratching up all your trim. Okay, once you have your radio somewhat pulled out, you'll have these 2 connectors up here. Those are going to be for your HVAC module, and then you'll, in total, for at least mine, you'll have 8 connectors going to the back of the radio unit. Okay, so once you get your radio out, in total it'll be, like I said, two for your HVAC module, and then 8 in total for your radio. The harness that GROM gives you, you'll have a male end and you'll have a female end. You want to plug the male end right here, right in this port. You'll also have a ground wire to the harness, which I already showed you where I put that, and you'll also have a power wire, this yellow wire right here. Using the tap that they give you, you put it on this connector. This is what the connector looks like. The connector will have a yellow wire, and you want to tap into that yellow wire, which will supply 12 volts constant. And then obviously, like you see, I routed my BT3 there. Yeah, it's loose, That's just what I decided to do. All right, it's very important to note that if your car, like mine, does not have navigation, you do not have to reinstall the OEM harness into this female connector. But if your car does, you do. So I'm just gonna end up plugging in the harness and then not reconnecting the female end because my car does not have navigation. All right, so you also want to head to your trunk. You'll have this liner on the top. It'll have 5 of these plastic clips. Once you undo the clip, you just pull it down. To the right, you'll have 2 boxes, one on top and one on bottom. Your satellite tuner will be the top one, and that is the one that you have to disconnect. There'll only be 2 connectors, one pink one, and then one white one all the way back there. That one's kind of difficult to reach. You'll probably have to lay inside the trunk like I did to reach it, but once you have those 2 out, then your BT3 should work. Once you have everything hooked up and you've removed the connectors from the satellite tuner, you'll turn on your car and you'll go to your Bluetooth settings on your phone. All right, once you're on your Bluetooth settings, you'll see the option for GROM car. It'll be down in available devices. You can see mine's already paired. All right, once you pair your phone to your GROM, you'll be able to play music. You'll obviously have to be on the aux setting. You can see my music pops up there, hard part 6. Your steering wheel controls still do work, volume up and down, and then this one is used for forwarding or skipping tracks. So overall, I would say that the install was not too difficult. I'd say if this is your first time doing this, it'll probably take you like an hour, maybe 2. If you're using this video. The first time I had installed this, I was having an issue where the box wasn't turning on at all, but it was entirely my fault because when I had checked for power and ground at the 20-pin connector that goes to the BT3, I had pushed in my probes too hard and it ended up pushing out the pins at the back of the connector ever so slightly. You couldn't even tell, but that small amount that I pushed it out made it so that it had no continuity when you connected it to the BT3. But I definitely would suggest that if you have any issues with the installation at all, I would definitely suggest emailing GROM, because they have good support. The day that I had messaged them, I think they got back to me the next day, and then it was just kind of back and forth. They were telling me to check this, check that, asking what my model was, if I had navigation, all that stuff. But yeah, they have pretty good support. As for my review of the BT3, the only complaint that I've had so far, the couple of days that I've had it, I think it's been like maybe 3 or 4 days that I've had it working. I would say that every morning when I get into my car, it doesn't pair. It doesn't automatically pair. But once I have it connected, or once it is paired, every time I turn off the car and I turn it back on, it works immediately. But I don't know why, for whatever reason, when the car's been sitting for a while, like it won't pair or something. Like maybe I just have to wait for it when it turns on, or maybe I have to, because I've noticed that I have to play with like the controls a bit. Like I have to turn off and on audio, and I have to turn off and on my Bluetooth on my phone, and then after messing with it for a little bit, it'll finally end up working, and then music will play through my speakers. But quality wise, I mean, other than that, there is no loss of quality when it comes to sound. I haven't had any other issues other than obviously the Bluetooth stuff in the mornings after the car's been sitting for a while. I didn't end up putting the microphone, because this kit does come with a microphone. I have it in my house right now, but I didn't end up installing it because I didn't really want to use it. I didn't see the purpose personally, but it shouldn't be too hard to install. You would just have to make sure that whenever you plug it into the BT3, you route it somewhere. I see typically people route it in the A-pillar. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to install the mic, period. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys found this helpful. I know when I was trying to find a video for the installation, I only found one, and the guy's stuff, first of all, it's an 8-year-old video, and the guy's stuff wasn't really too accurate when it came to the installation. So hopefully this one will help. It's obviously more current. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy some Bluetooth in your G37. I would definitely recommend obviously the GROM audio kit. I know there's other kits out there. I would just rather go with GROM, just because I feel like they were more legit. I know it's pretty expensive at $200. Well, it was like $175 or $170, but with like taxes and everything, I ended up totaling up to like $200. But yeah, so far I haven't had any issues except for obviously the morning stuff. But I'll probably get that figured out over using it over an extended period of time. I'll be uploading more videos about my G, which I just recently bought. This is my second car. I still have my first car. It was a 2012 Maxima. And I ended up getting this G. Super low mileage. It was rebuild title, but the damage was very minimal. So just keep an eye out for more mods for your G37. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm